The political office of the Afghan president's running mate was hit by a large explosion and stormed by several gunmen who remained holed up inside, Afghan officials said on July 28. The attack in the capital, Kabul, killed at least 2 people and came on the first day of campaigning for presidential elections, scheduled for late September. Vice presidential candidate and former intelligence chief Amrullah Saleh was evacuated from the building and moved to a safe location, said Nusrat Rahimi, a Interior Ministry spokesman. President Ashraf Ghani also tweeted that Mr. Saleh was unharmed in the complex attack targeting the Green Trend Party headquarters. At least 2 people, including a woman, were killed and 25 wounded, according to Wahidullah Mayar, a health ministry spokesman. Firdaus Faramaz, the spokesman for Kabul's police chief, said the explosion was likely a suicide car bomb. The blast was large enough to be heard throughout the capital. No one immediately claimed responsibility for the attack, but both Taliban insurgents and the Islamic State group are active in the capital and have carried out attacks in the past. President Ghani is seeking a second term on promises of ending the 18-year war but has been largely sidelined over the past year as the US has negotiated directly with the Taliban, who view the Kabul government as an American puppet. The Taliban effectively control around half the country and have continued to carry out daily attacks on Afghan security forces. Elsewhere, a Taliban suicide bomber killed 4 police officers early on July 28 in an attack on a police station in the eastern Ghazni province, according to Ahmad Khan Sarat, a spokesman for the provincial police. U.S. envoy Zalmay Khalilzad, who is currently visiting Kabul, has held several rounds of talks with the Taliban in recent months in a bid to end America's longest war. The 2 sides appear to be closing in on an agreement in which the US would withdraw its forces in return for a pledge from the Taliban to keep the country from being used as a launchpad for global attacks. The Taliban and the Islamic State group's affiliate in Afghanistan are sharply divided over ideology and tactics, with the Taliban largely confining their attacks to government targets in Afghan and international security forces. The Taliban and IS have fought each other on a number of occasions, and the Taliban are still the larger and more imposing force. The path to achieve the country's target of being a $5 United States trillion economy passes through Uttar Pradesh, Union Home Minister Amit Shah said on Sunday, expressing confidence that the state will contribute to it by becoming a $1 United States trillion economy. Speaking at the second groundbreaking ceremony for industrial projects worth 65,000 crore here, Mr. Shah said Prime Minister Narendra Modi has set the target for the country to be among the top 3 economies in the world in the next 5 years. This is the thinking behind the $5 trillion economy target, he said at the function, which was attended by several business leaders. Like the first groundbreaking ceremony, which took place last year, this one too aims at bringing investments in the state. The Home Minister laid the foundation stone for 250 projects worth 65,000 crore at the event. Mr. Shah said he has heard that the path to become Prime Minister passes through Uttar Pradesh. Similarly, the path of India to become a $5 trillion economy also passes through the state. He said, I am sure that the state will contribute to it by becoming a $1 trillion economy. Mr. Shah said. Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath last week had said Uttar Pradesh has the potential to become $1 trillion economy, and though it's a big target, it's not impossible to achieve as the state has the requisite resources and manpower. Citing that there had been an increase in allocation of funds to the state by the 14th Finance Commission, Mr. Shah assured investors that along with the state government, the centre is also committed to the development of Uttar Pradesh, he said, lauding Mr. Adityanath for bringing several changes for the development of the state. Mr. Shah said, the Yogi government has removed the biggest hurdle in development by improving the law and order situation in the last 2 years. Development is not possible till the law and order situation is bad. I don't want to take the names of any government, but the administration here had been badly politicized. But now, under the present dispensation, the administration has been made Janata ka Sevak, servant of the people, in the real sense, he said. Mr. Shah also spoke about why the BJP chose Mr. Adityanath to be the chief minister of the politically crucial state, which sends 80 members to the Lok Sabha. No one thought Yogi ji will be CM. He had no experience in administration, but time was dedication and loyalty, and parishram ki sahamta, potential to work hard, and the BJP handed over the reins to Yogi Adityanath. That decision was right and he has made it right, the Union Minister said. Pakistan troops violated the ceasefire on July 28, resorting to intense mortar shelling and firing of small arms on forward posts and villages along the line of control, LOC, in Poonch district, Jammu and Kashmir. A defense spokesman said, the cross-border firing by Pakistan has ended a 5-day lull in the border skirmishes between India and Pakistan armies. At about 1,700 hours, Pakistan initiated and provoked ceasefire violation by firing of small arms and intense shelling with mortars along the LOC in Shahpur and Saujia sectors in Poonch district. Jammu-based public relations officer of the army Lt. Col. Devinder Anand said. He said the Indian army is retaliating buffetingly to silence Pakistani guns, and so far there was no report of any casualty on the Indian side. On July 22, an Indian soldier was killed in Pakistan firing in Sundarbani sector of Rajouri district, while a civilian was also injured in another incident of ceasefire violation by Pakistan in Poonch sector on July 20.